Good afternoon, boys and girls. This is Raphael Esparza from DocSports.com. Give you another episode of Ask a Bookie. Today's Monday, February 21st, 2022. Sorry that I'm 2 minutes late, but my media hit that ran a little bit late, whining and dining. Nothing important that we were discussing, but these people wouldn't be quiet. So I'm sorry for the 2 minutes late, but today is Monday. We're going to talk about some college hoops. No NBA today. Who watched the NBA All-Star game today? I can honestly say I didn't watch not maybe 5 minutes of NBA All-Star weekend. I watched a little bit of the game yesterday when I was slipping through the channels. I didn't watch any of the dunk contests. I didn't watch any of the three-point shooting contests besides highlights. That is not my cup of tea watching All-Star game weekends and anything baseball, football. I just don't care for All-Star. To me, I use it as a little bit of a mini vacation because it's big horse racing. I watched horse racing and fights and boxing all weekend. I did not waste my time watch college hoops during the weekend. Again, I did not watch anything in NBA during All-Star weekend, which I guess I heard it was pretty good. The dunk contest was a snooze fest. I heard a lot of missed dunks. Saw a 7-footer win the All-Star 3-point shootout. I thought that was kind of interesting. So again, if you have any questions about NBA All-Star weekend, I am not the guy because, like I said, I didn't play anything, didn't look at anything, didn't see any value on anything. So I am not the guy. But here's a nice college basketball card today on Monday. Some really, really good matchups. I'm excited to the late game. I know people probably don't know this, but New Mexico State, Seattle U should be fun and exciting. A little bit shocked that New Mexico State is that big of a, I don't want to say big of a road favorite, but 2.5 road favorite against Seattle. Really excited to watch that game. We have Arizona State, UCLA, San Francisco Pacific. That's going to be a really good game. It's West Virginia, TCU. TCU is only -4. And then the early games, a lot of good. Louisville, North Carolina should be a fun one to watch. That total continues to come down. And if someone asks me what do I like in that one, I'm going to throw out my free play right now for you guys. Louisville, North Carolina, I'm going to take the over at 143. This one opened up at 146. Quickly got bet down today around 144, and now it continues to drop. So I know this is a 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time game. I would say wait. Maybe I do not see it creeping back up, but if it goes down to 142.5, I think that's a great number. So there's my college basketball free play for you guys. Louisville, North Carolina over 143. Again, I'm just totally blown away on how quickly this number continues to drop. And I know the offense of Louisville has sputtered, but North Carolina needs a big win. And I'm not saying they're floating on. I'm not making the tournament. They'll make the tournament, but Louisville coming off a nice win against Clemson. Was it 2 days ago, putting up 70 points against them? I'm a little bit shocked. I know their last 3 games, all 3 of them have gone under the total, but again, North Carolina at home. Last time we saw them at home, Pitt beat them, and they only scored 67 points. So I would not be shocked if we see North Carolina play like they did when the Florida State came into their backyard, where they put up, I think 92 points against Florida State. So that's my free play for you guys on college basketball. Louisville, North Carolina over the total. So hopefully that cashes big in there. Let's dive into some NHL right now. Early game or early shocker, I should say. This morning, as I'm watching it right now, Boston's up 5-1 against Colorado. Colorado -80, -175, road favorite to the Bruins and getting shellacked right now. Bruins up 5-1. That's a nice plus money. It looks like the over will probably maybe be a push or come in. It's 5-1 unless Colorado or we see another late goal from the Bruins. But that total looks like it could go over Carolina. Philadelphia, they just dropped the puck about 20 minutes ago. It's 0-0. Chad, what's going on? I agree with that over. I'm a little bit blown away, Chad, that the total dropped that low. I did see 146, North Carolina. I know that when it opened up yesterday. I think I made that number. Hold on, let me check why I made that number. And yes, people, I do make my own numbers. So I made it 145. So I was a little bit off on that one. So I didn't see any value. But wow, up to 143. A little bit blown away on a total continuing to drop. So, Chad, hopefully me and you can cash that ticket today. I have a small play on it right now, and if it drops down again, I might play it again at 143. I didn't want to put all my my nooks and crannies on it already because I was hoping I can get a better number. So hopefully that continues to drop. So I do have a small play on the over right now. I'm either going to wait to see if it goes down to 142.5, or I might take a little bit later on before tip off. But do like that game as well. But like I said, in the NHL, Carolina, Philadelphia just dropped the puck. That for first period is 5 minutes left to go. Still 0-0 on that game. And then Winnipeg, Calgary. Calgary's a huge favorite. I almost thought about playing Calgary in a puck line, but I would not be shocked. It's a high-scoring game. Winnipeg keeps that one close. Toronto, Montreal. Toronto minus $4 road favorite. Come on. I mean, I put a big X on that one. I can guarantee you the books would be hoping and praying that Toronto doesn't cover that puck line, because I can guarantee you there's a lot of parlays on the Leafs puck line on that one. And then Seattle, Vancouver on that one. Vancouver's already played Seattle twice this year on the road and got 2 victories in Seattle. So now I think Vancouver can probably get another W. A little bit shocked. I thought that one would probably get bet up to close to $2. Around minus 170, minus 180. Around town, shop around on that one. And like I said, please shop around, because when you look at numbers like this, especially on a small card in the NHL, 5 cents could be a big difference of blowing up your bankroll if it loses, or getting a big winner if you have a plus $5. And I definitely shop around. I know a lot of states maybe only have one book operational. I'm not saying jump on board and sign up on a global book and all that, but if you're betting big money, or not even big money, $100, $200, like I said, half a point could be so big. So that's why, like I said, if you have DraftKings or FanDuel and you're looking for another number, like they have, let's say 144 in this Louisville, North Carolina, but everyone else has 143. I say sign up and get that 143, because that 1 point can be a huge difference. That's why I always say shop around when you're playing sports, because like I said, a half a point, 1 point can be such a big difference. In baseball, plus 5 cents, even plus 10 cents can be a huge difference when it comes to money management and figuring out your bankroll. So highly recommend shopping around when you're betting on sports, especially I guess if your state only has one book or 2 books or whatever. Definitely shop around. Like I said, I tell people, if you have Caesar, make sure you try to get BetMGM or one of the FanDuels or DraftKings. Most of them, sometimes they almost have the same numbers, but if you're in the States, or if you're looking, if your book only has one place, then I would say sign up to one of those global books just to help you out. I know some people are like, I can't sign up with a global book now because and all that. But if you're looking to build up your bankroll, that's what it is, and that's how you do it. Get as many books as possible to help you get the best number as possible. James, what's going on? Hope you have a great Monday, James. Hopefully you had a happy President's Day to everyone. It was a little weird. I get to watch horse racing. I'm watching Aqueduct right now. Santa Anita goes off pretty soon. I played a couple races at Santa Anita and one at Aqueduct today, so I'm excited to watch some stakes races. Santa Anita race 5 and race 7, good stake races. So hope everyone had a fantastic week, and hopefully everyone cashed big over the weekend as well. So should be a fun and exciting week. And NBA kicks back into action on Thursday. So we have just hockey and college hoops, late soccer tonight. Tomorrow's Champions League. So there's 2 games tomorrow in Champions League, 2 games on Wednesday. So I'm excited to watch that. Hopefully we'll have a nice play tomorrow in Champions League. We're waiting to see what the line settles on. I know those line numbers have been out for week and week, but one of them seems kind of lopsided. So hopefully we can have a big Tuesday or Wednesday in Champions League soccer. James, I had a really good weekend. Finally seeing things a little better. It's starting not really. Well, good, James. Like I said, hopefully I can help you out as much as possible. If you have any questions, James, and if I'm not on here, don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Raphael Esparza or on Twitter at bsi.sports. And I'll try to help you out if you have any questions throughout the day, throughout the week in sports gambling. Please hook me up on that one. If you just signed up, James, I said my free play today was the Louisville, North Carolina game over the total 143. Circa just posted 144. So I would say hurry up and grab that 143, because I just saw 2 books just move it to 144. Circa and DraftKings, Caesars, Bet Online, and they all still have 143 on that. So that's my total at 143. I better but jump on it when I get off on this one because I said I'm trying to try to bet that total again at 143. I was hoping to go down to 142 and a half, but looks like not, unless people who are watching this video are betting on it while I speak and moving a number. I guess you guys all have big bankrolls because you guys are moving numbers when you're watching this one. So again, hurry up and jump on that Louisville, North Carolina total at 143. I would still take 144, not as much because this total did open up at 146. So I would still take 143 and a half. I wouldn't go any higher than 144. I agree, James. It's getting the number early and getting your number. I think is the best thing possible. If you saw a game, we'll use the North Carolina Louisville game for an example. North Carolina opened up as a 10-point favorite, now 9.5. If you like Louisville and you missed a 10, wait and see if it moves to 10. Try to get that number that you want. I still think 9.5 is good value. Just like I said in the total at 143. 143 and a half and 144. Why would you? There's many games that I didn't bet because I didn't like the number and it's still won. I'm not going to get mad at myself on that one if it's still one I still play because I was waiting for that number. I'd rather win my wish bet than lose a bet that I just bet the number because the number was the only thing there. I hate when that happens. So bet the number that you want to get, not just because it's the only thing and you want to watch it on TV. I hate when gamblers tell that, well, if the game was on TV and I really wanted to watch it, that's why I placed a bet on it. Well, that doesn't work that way, especially in sports gambling. Ask my twin brother. He doesn't, and he loses a lot of money. I always tell him what I like, and then next thing I know, he calls me. Oh, I played it in the parlay, or I bet it late. It's like I'll tell my twin brother, oh, I bet Louisville, North Carolina at 143. This total will move all the way up to 147, and he'll still bet the over at 147. I'm like, why'd you bet it at 147 when I told you bet it at 143? Or 144. So it just drives me crazy. Just like I tell people when you pay for my plays or play for any plays, if you see someone that has, let's say if I release that total in Louisville, North Carolina at 144 and it's up to 146, and why would you want to bet that total at 146 when I released at 144 and move 2 points against you? I would try to contact that person or contact me. Like I said, you can always contact me on social media, on Twitter at BSI.Sports or on Instagram at Raphael Esparza and say, hey, you know what? I bought your North Carolina play total at 144. It's now, wow, Westgate now just moved it to 145. That's crazy. Just when we joined on, when I said my free play was at 143, it's moved 2 points since I've been on the air. That's pretty crazy. But I would say people do that. I wish people did that more often. We say, hey, I bought your play. The total's at 144. Now it's at now at 146. What should I do? It's a 4-unit play, 3, whatever kind of units. I always say, hey, you know what? I would say either not play it or bet it really small. Bet it for a 1-unit play or 2, whatever. Because there's no more value and I play when we release it. Now, if it goes the other way, then there's, and I said, then definitely get that. I love when people contact me and say, I bought your play at the over at 144. Now it's 142. What should I do? Bet it at 142. You're getting a better number, and sometimes there could be injuries involved, but that's another story. So I just think it's funny how people do that. James, yeah, I don't feel nothing on the board. I just chalk up the day and get ready for tomorrow. I wish more people. I did that, James. I wish more people did that because it would make my easier day because I can guarantee you when I lose a play, someone's always on social media thinking, oh, you're a fraud. I would still take 144, James. Maybe not as much as you usually do because I still think there is value, especially if it's moved to 145 at a couple shops. Westgate has 145. Bet Online has 145. Let me see what else. Who else? I forgot to expand my screen at my conference call. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah. Well, there's some 144s in that, but I would definitely take the 144. Like I said, maybe not as much as I would take if I was at 143, but I still think there's really good value at 144. I might still take a little bit at 144. Maybe I'll see if I can get if it chalks back down. But like I said, it should be an interesting game today. Indiana, Ohio State should be a very interesting game. That total's moved up a whole point. Was Ohio State opened up at 6.5. Indiana's been looking really bad. I was really hoping to play Ohio State in that game. I was almost going to be my free play But I was hoping to get like 6 or under in that on that game. I didn't want to lay 6.5 or 7. So I still think there's value. Southern Utah, Northern Arizona. I kind of like the under in that game at 146. I made the number like around that, but I just think defense could be. I think the Lumberjacks of Northern Arizona, they need to keep the scoring low if they don't want to get blown out by Southern Utah. So I think Northern Arizona will want to control the pace. That's why I kind of like the under in that game. No opinion on Indiana, Drake, Loyola, Chicago, Illinois State, nothing. West Virginia, TCU. That number is pretty much, like I said, most of college basketball plays were dead on this week. So like I said, there's only hockey and college hoops. Don't forget to check out me and Robert Faringo's videos in college basketball. We're doing one tomorrow on Tuesday for Tuesday's card, and we're doing one for Thursday for Thursday's card. I think tomorrow's card we might throw in a little Wednesday action as well. So don't forget to check me and Robert Faringo's college basketball videos. We're trying to do one for Friday for Saturdays. I don't think that's going to work because I have a conflict with another media outlet. But we're definitely doing one for Thursday, and we're definitely doing one for Tuesday tomorrow. So don't forget to check out me and Robert Faringo as we break down some college basketball and stuff. I really enjoy doing those videos with him. And don't forget to check out all the other stuff that's over on Doc Sports, those YouTube videos. Indian Cowboys, Tony George, Scott Spreitzer, Doug Upstone, New Guy August. They all do Vernon Croy. They all do really, really good stuff. They all do much more stuff than I do. I wish I had more time to do videos like they do. But as you guys all know, I'm an odds maker as well. So I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been working at NFL draft odds right now. So get ready to pump out that, doing some research for the USFL Football League, trying to learn their rules, just try to do games like that. So not everyone bets the under and we get crushed on that. So doing a lot of stuff, doing a lot of research for some of the entertainment odds that I do. So like I said, I wish I had a lot more time to do all that stuff that they do. But like I said, I'm the only person that works for myself. And I know some handicappers, and not saying the ones on Docs, but I know like the ones that in other companies, they have other handicappers that help them. So I do all my stuff myself. I do all the handicapping. I post all my stuff. I do all the write-ups. So I wish like some of the campers that I know had others to help me out and post all that, but I don't trust anybody besides myself. If someone's going to lose, it's going to be me. I don't want to say, oh, that wasn't me that played. That was my team, Esparza, or whatever you want to say. That's all that stuff comes out of myself. So I wish I could. James, what do you think about the Norfolk State game? The number pretty much came out correct. I know one of my buddies did like that game, so I didn't really play anything on that one. I thought the number was pretty correctly. I think I made that 5.5. That's when the number came out. Total creeped up to 2 points. I mean, I think Norfolk State wins that one. Now that they cover I think is the biggest story. So I think it's a dead on number. The total at 145.5 kind of looked intriguing, but like I said, it got bumped up quickly to 2 points, so no value. But should be an interesting game. I think Norfolk State easily takes that game. There's one game that I almost pulled the trigger on. Oh, Delaware State. I wanted to take the open up at 12.5. This morning I saw 11.5, and I think I went to go get coffee, and when I came back upstairs, I started doing something. I totally forgot about it. And the next thing I know, it was 10. Now it's 9.5. So there's one game. One of the extra games I thought about playing was Delaware State, and I missed a good number. Now it's 9.5, so I'm not going to fool around with a game that could have got 3 points difference. So I did not want to mess around with that. I thought Liberty was a little bit too high as well against Central Arkansas, 11.5. A little bit too high, but like I said, there's some like you can find some really good values. Now I can guarantee you these extra games have a lot of value in there because of no NBA, a light card in college basketball. Most NHL games go early. I can guarantee you these extra games in college basketball probably have the most handle they're going to have in a very, very long time because there's not that much action on the betting board. So I can guarantee you a lot of these are huge parlay bets and stuff like that, especially those double digits. You a Cubs fan? Yes, I am a Cubs fan. So it's be kind to me. I did win one World Series, but I'm a big Cubs. That's the only sports that I'm a fan of is the Cubs. I don't have a favorite football team, NBA team, college team. Being a Cubs fan is just when I was little, watching WGN pretty much every day when my brother and all them were outside playing or I wasn't at school. I can always guarantee you I can watch a Cubs game on WGN. So it's probably a little bit more special meaning of being a Cubs fan and being WGN than anything. But yeah, big Cubs fan. We stink right now, so at least hey, we're in first place right now. So because we're a baseball strike, but it's going to be a very very long couple of years. I have a feeling for me, and being a Cubs fan. Cubs have a nice spring training. Yeah, they have a very nice spring training. My sister lives in Arizona, in Tempe. I was hoping to go to Scottsdale in the next this year, or to maybe see some Cubs, but looks like there's probably not gonna be no spring training baseball this year, unless they get their head out of their asses. So hopefully they do get their head out of their asses, but so it should be interesting. But like I said, I really really light cards are probably not going to be on that long today. Some really nice games tomorrow. We'll like Fresno State Air Force. It should be good. Boise State San Diego State should be a really really good game. I think that one opens up probably like around. I would think Boise State would probably be like a 2-3 point favorite. Really excited. I think that total being a probably low 120s. Really excited to watch that one. Alabama Vanderbilt's going to be a really good game. UNLV Nevada is going to be a good game. UNLV is playing some good football or good basketball. Football. UNLV never plays good football, but I'm excited to watch them. So some really good games on Tuesday, but Wednesday's card should be fun. Like I said, NBA kicks back into action on Thursday. Wednesday show will break down some NBA action. I think there's 7 games on the board. So it should be interesting. So Wednesday we'll get back to discussing some NBA. So it should be a fun and exciting. But we'll definitely do a show on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, not 3:30. Sorry for the 3:30 start today, but I had another media hit. And it ran a little bit long, so I apologize for that. But we'll definitely do one on a Wednesday. Hopefully, I'll be able to do one on Friday. I'm just not 100% sure yet, but definitely we'll have another episode of Ask a Bookie on Wednesday. So again, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to check me out on Twitter at VSI.sports. You can also find me on Instagram at Raphael Esparza. You can find free plays over on Instagram as well at Raphael Esparza. So definitely check. And then you can also comment on YouTube and the comments of all my video free plays. If you have any questions, I try to get them as quickly as possible. So again, you can follow me on Doc's YouTube channel as well. Today's free play before I jet off it was North Carolina, Louisville. It was 143. I would still get it up to 144. I wouldn't take anything higher than 144. But if you can get around 143, 143 and a half, or 144, I think that's a really, really good bet. Apologize for the free play. I didn't think it was going to move 2 points when I jumped on the air 24 minutes ago. So I apologize for that. But Louisville, North Carolina, over the total at 144, 143 and a half, whatever best number you can get. I wouldn't take anything higher than 144. But you guys all have a fantastic Monday. We'll be back on Wednesday. Stay safe and please, please, please don't bet what you don't have.